Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be working on my Roxy's Journal Stitchery project, and the next prompt is fruit. So been looking forward to this. I was hoping fruit would come up, or fruit bowl. I'm going to do a plate and fruit. So what I've done is I've had a look around my kitchen cupboards just to find a plate that I like, and this is kind of like my inspiration, this one here. It's lovely and bright. The colours go well with the plant that I've got on my table. So this is kind of my inspiration. I'm going to be putting my plate somewhere here in this corner, just to balance out the pink of my flowers, and then I thought it would kind of balance everything out. I didn't do the last prompt, the second vase. I didn't feel like my piece needed a second vase, so I've left that out. So I will just have 4 pieces on my piece, unless I decide after the 5th prompt I want to put something else on. Then I might put something else on anyway, just because. So I'm going to be using a plate, and I think I quite like this size as well. I don't know whether you can see or not. I've got a red line going all the way round. That's I've measured out my frame, my canvas that I'm mounting this on, and that's the room that I've got to play with. And then this is like the little hem that goes underneath. So I'm going to put my plate on here. It's going to go off my table here, and it's kind of going to go off my table there. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have it off. There are no rules in this. I can do whatever I want. So if it's not quite on the table, it's not quite on the table. That's kind of where I want it. So that's where it's going. So I then need to kind of transfer this onto a fabric, transfer it to fabric. So I'm only taking it as my inspiration. I'm not going to do it exactly as this because I haven't got the same designs as this. So I'm just going to pop that there for now. Hopefully you can still see it at a glance. So I've gone and pulled out, first of all, let me just get rid of the doilies first of all, and the flowers, because we'll do those in a moment. I've gone and just pulled out some fabrics that kind of, if you can see this one here, that kind of giving me those kind of vibes, although this is a red, whereas this is kind of like a deep pink. So that was the first one anyway, and these are just ideas for now. I've got this one here as well, which I love. This is quite vintagey, but it's kind of like a Cath Kidston-y. This isn't Cath Kidston. I don't know what make this is, but it's not Cath Kidston, but it's kind of like that vibe, isn't it? So, and I thought that those kind of flowers would look great in the middle of it, wouldn't it? So maybe something like that. Let me just fold that over like that, so I can, actually there's one with, I can see one with a large yellow flower. Let me just do that. Can you see that one there with the large yellow, or that one? They're all different actually. I'll just leave it folded up for now, I think, rather than, or maybe not. Hang on, let's just do that one for now. I do that, so that's kind of there. So there's that one. Then I've also got this old fabric here, which I love. Again, that's kind of giving me those kind of rose vibes. Then I've got this because I just thought the bluish colour might be okay. I'm not sure about that one. It's probably a little bit too faded. It's not bright enough, I don't think. And again with this one as well. This one, I love this fabric, but I think it's probably too pale. Then I've got this one here, which, just get rid of some of this. I've washed this, so it's a bit smelly. So it's kind of fraying on all edges because it's just a raw piece of fabric. But I kind of like the vibe on that one. That's kind of like giving me that vibe. But because this is so square, I don't know how I'm going to transfer that on unless I fussy cut it out, which is a possibility. But I love that fabric. So there's that one. Then I've got a couple of new fabrics here. Now these are... I'm not going to remember the name. Let's see if they've got a selvage on them. Probably haven't. Oh, here we go. Judy Newman. I think she's an Australian artist. Avery Fine House. Milkwood, that's it. Her designs are Milkwood. And I can't... Where did I get this from? I got it from Rose Garden Patchwork in the UK, but I don't know where it'll be anywhere else. But if you Google that, I'm sure you'll be able to find it. Milkwood by Judy Newman, and I think she's Australian. I'm sure, yes, AU, yes. So there's this one, which I love. Although this hasn't got any stripes on, I just thought it's kind of like giving me those vibes. And then this one, this is also there's a collection of Milkwood fabrics. This is another one which it's just giving me those kind of vibes. So, because this is just for inspiration. I'm like I say, I'm not copying it completely. Then I've got this here, which I love. It's a little bit, it would have to probably be that bit there, I'm not sure. But I just love that. So that is definitely a one to think about. Love that. Then I've got this, which I think the red is a little bit too dark for this. But it's kind of giving me the feel of that as well. I know this has got yellow in it. I'm not averse to a bit of yellow. I don't mind that. So there's that one. Or then there's this one here, which is one of my old favourites. I love this fabric. I nibble at it all the time, get little pieces off. You can see I take out the little things. So that's kind of like another inspiration that I can take. I love that. That's a possibility as well. And then I've just got this pretty pink spot fabric, which I love. And then this one here, which is giving me those kind of colour vibes as well. I love that. It's got a tiny little spots on the background. I don't know whether you can see or not, but love that as well. So they're kind of my like fabrics that are giving me the plate vibes. So then also what I'm going to do, I'm sorry if this is shiny too much. I hope it's not too shiny. I can't really screen it off or anything. So then you can see this round here is giving me doily vibes. So I thought I'd pick out some doilies. So we've got that one, love, but is it too pale? Then I've got these, which I thought, yes, they look quite good, don't they? Kind of like possibility. I think that is a good possibility. I've got this one here, which I love as well. I just wish there was some more on it. I suppose I could do more, or I could, oh, look. Okay, so there's that one. Then there's, just cut them off. Right, then there's this one here, which is the whole of the rose, which is lovely pink, red and green, which is quite a lot of the colours of that. Then there's that one as well. Oh, hang on, I've got that one, the green vibe, and I've got that one. That's the smaller version of that one, which is a bit brighter. I like that, but this one looks a bit paler. But right, so that's kind of like what I'm going for. They're kind of like my pieces. I do like that one. If I fussy cut these out, then they'll kind of all hopefully fit on that one. So I've got something catching on my something sharp on my desk. It's catching on my elbow and distracting me. Right, so that there. Then I think if I cut them all out, then that leaf can go there, and maybe not. Maybe I could cut those out separately. I don't have to have them. Maybe just one. Okay. I will have to cut those out separately just to see how much space I've got, but I do like that. So if I was, for instance, if I was saying, I'm going to put those just to one side for now. If I was saying that one and then embellishing on top of that, don't forget I've got to put fruit on top of this. Slow down, Sally. Remember, you've got to put fruit on top of this. So maybe that is enough. Sorry, I was going kind of one step too far, I think, there by decorating the plate. Maybe that is going to be enough. I'm just thinking, yes, I think it may be. Right, so I'm just going to dismiss some of these. I really like that. I think that's going to be my centre. And then let's just have a look. Then I've got a spot. Pretend like so that's right. So I'm going to just dismiss some of these now. That's out of the way. I don't want that one. And I don't think I want that. I think that's going to be my centre. And then I'm going to, I like that. So I think that's a no. I'm going to dismiss some now. That's easy to do. Right, I'm just going to leave that one. I'm going to leave that one. That's a no. I'm going to leave that one. That's a no. Sorry, I'm just... Right, so I want my outside to be pink. So I've got, these are the pink fabrics that I've got. So what I could do is I could have that there and then go round and then, so have two colours. So this would be the first one. And then a smaller circle. This one's quite dainty. I'm just thinking dainty now. So in fact, I'm just going to do this. I know it's a square, but pretend it's a circle. Sometimes we just have to kind of pretend a little bit, don't we? There, kind of like that. So there's that one. Or let's just pretend that's a circle as well. Or that might need to be a bit bigger, just so that I can see over the edges of it. That's pretty, isn't it? That one. Or I could go, right, I'm not going to go stripes. The reason why is because I've got to have them either one way or the other. So I don't think stripes are going to work for me on this one. No, stripes are a no. So it's going to be spots and then a floral. Right, so, okay, get in there. I'm going to pop those all out of the way. I'm going to start with cutting out my spot because I'm going to go spot on the bottom for definite. So taking my fabric and my plate, I like the size of this plate, so that's what I'm going to use. If I decide it's too big, I can always chop it down a little bit. So I'm just going to go, I'm just going to pop that over like that so I've got a flat surface to work on. Go into the corner. Sorry if I just knot you them. And with just a pencil, that's not very sharp. I just moved that, I think I did. It's a bit slidey. Okay, let's get that cut out. Sometimes we can be umming and ahhing about fabric choices for quite a while. I know, well, I can anyway, I'm speaking for myself. I can be umming and ahhing. So I think the easiest thing for me to do is come on camera when I know I've got all you lovely people watching me and I don't want to faff around too much. And I will get decisions done. So I'm quite pleased with how this is going. Otherwise, I would just sit with the fabrics on my desk and think, right, I'll leave them for a day and come back to them. But I'm not going to do that this time. So how are you all today anyway? Hope you're all well. Finding time to stitch. I haven't even decided what fruit I'm going to be doing yet. My initial thought was pears, but I've got a feeling that pears are going to be quite popular, so I didn't know whether to go for something a bit different. We'll see. I'm not sure yet. Let's just get the plate done first, and then I'll decide. I've got, yeah, I'm going to do the plate first, and then that means that I've got a little bit of time. I'm just going to snip that off there, because I don't need that. To decide on my fruit. Yeah, I think that's done. Pop that there. So there is my first. I could probably do with a press, but hey ho. Right, now I need something circular. I didn't think of this, did I? That's going to be, where's that doily? I think that doily is going to be the one. So something in between that and that I need. And I'm just looking around my room to try and find something. Give me a second. What have I got? Hang on, I've got, right, this might shake the camera. can't wait till they come off. There's a lid on a tin here. Hang on, let me. Right, I'm going to stop the camera while I get something round because I can't find anything. Just 1 second. Right, back. Okay, just been to the cupboard and I've got this little beauty. So I absolutely adore this. It's kind of got little textural bubbles on and everything. And can you see the gold of the mushrooms? I've got a whole set of these. They're beautiful. What are they? Royal Grafton Meadow Sweet. So anyway, I've only got it for the size of the plate. It's perfect. And then my doily will go on top. So there's plenty of room to see the floral fabric. So I have just got to make one more choice, and that is this fabric here or this fabric. So I'm just going to pop them back on and just have a quick look. Just pop this up there, out of the way. Okay, so that. Oh, hang on, I know what I can do. That's that, and then I can wrap it around this plate. Not perfect by any means, but I get that visual look. In fact, I may even just pop this back on. Can see it all together. Oh, how pretty are these? Aren't they lovely? Love them. So there. Like I say, not perfect, but then we've got that there. Okay. I do like very much. Let's just try the other one. This one has also got spots on, so I like this because kind of a spotty theme to go with the checks. Yeah, no, I think it's got to be this one. I am going to go for that one. So pop that one there, and again, just move that out of the way so I can. This isn't quite circular actually. It's got some dimples in it, but I don't think it's going to matter very much as long as I can get the circle shape. I will be okay. So, I don't think that's the edge. I think there's a little bit of. Okay, pencil. Very dimples. I'm just cutting straight across it. What I love about these still life paintings and what we're doing, you don't have to worry too much about perspective. So my flowers are all kind of like you've got a side view on, whereas this is looking down, but it doesn't matter. I just like I can't find I'm just going to snip that off there because I can't find my line. Whether it's the light shining through it or it's not. Come on. I literally cannot see it. I'm just going to blag it a little bit and just see how we get on there. Okay, let's see how that looks. I'm going to just put my plates out of the way grab those. That can go into there for a second. That can go there for a second. So I've got some room on my desk. Okay, so the spot, first of all. Then the flower. It's about central. And then the doily. That way. Oh yes. And then you can still see quite a lot of the flowers. There. So that is my plate. And then my fruit will go on top. But like I say, I am not sure. Just, it's all right. I'm being distracted. Nope, definitely not. I'm just going to go over just, nope, it's too dark. That does look lovely, doesn't it? And just that's the bigger one. Oh dear. Shouldn't have done this, should I? I don't think I should have done this. Oh look, you see that one now, that one where I dismissed as pale kind of goes really well now. Oh dear, I shouldn't have done this. I should have just stuck with what I've got. That I don't think there's too much of a contrast. That I love now. Right, hang on. I'm just going to stand back, just so that I can see it in perspective. Oh no, I think it's that one. I think that one just looks a little bit more plate-like. And I'm not going to put those on because of the fruit. It's not worth putting them on. That's what I'm going to go with. Okay, so need my pins. Trying to flatten everything down so that doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not searching for that much perfection, but as long as it's looking fairly central, that's all I want. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the inspiration of the green outline of this doily to do the outline of the plate. I like the contrast against the blue. That's nice. You see here, hopefully you can see here how it's going to go. I mean, you will probably see it actually, because when I've framed this and it's on the canvas, that will fold over. I will get rid of the red line. There will be no red line, but so you will see the whole of the plate, but it will kind of be folded a little bit. Right, so I think another one here. Actually, there. So I think that'll be okay for that. So I need to find some thread. So let's see what I've got. Just give me a second. I will go and get my threads. Looking for greens. So what have we got? Don't think there's anything in there. That's a too dark. I think, just bear with me 1 second while I get my thread bowl. There might be something in here. So, it's not enough, but that's nice. I think that's the wrong shade. I like that. There's a, oh, now there's a variegated. I'm just pulling some out just so that I can. This really needs sorting out, but I don't know how to sort it. You know, when there's a job that just needs doing, but you just don't know how to tackle it. That's kind of this. I may do all different greens. I'm going to do different greens. That's what I'm going to do. Because I'm just, I don't know whether you can see that or not. I'm just looking at this pile. I'm thinking, don't they look lovely together? And I think I'm going to do a little bit, then change, a little bit, and change. It's a bit dark. Then you don't have to worry if I'm going to run out of thread. That's too yellow. It's quite nice. Okay, let's have a look, see what we're doing then. So now that I am doing that, can I get any others from here? It's a nice pale one. Like that bright one. Right, let's use those. Okay, so I've got an assortment. There we go. All nice, lovely greens. So I'm going to just go around the edge, and I'm just going to show you how I'm going to do that. Needle. So what we're going to start with, just grab one. Just grab one. Okay. Just found that as well. It's another nice one. Right, this, I think this has already been cut into lengths, so I can just take a couple. I'm taking 2. I'm just thinking whether to put a pop of yellow or pink in as well. So, I mean, even though my inspiration, where is it? My inspiration plate was that. We've come a long way. It's not exactly, you know, you don't have to do something exactly the same as long as you've got a little bit of inspiration. And I just love the colours here. I think that goes really well. I'm looking across, I'm looking across into the other part of my work, and I don't know whether you can, there we go. So the pinks, that's why I'm thinking yellow, because there's yellow in this. But we'll see. I don't want to go too mad. I might just keep it at greens. We'll see how we go. I have a tendency to kind of, I've just unthreaded that. I have a tendency to kind of go one step too far sometimes, you know, one step above what's needed. Sometimes you have to rein yourself back, don't you? It's hard to know when to stop sometimes and have a little bit of restraint. But, So that's what I'm going to try now. So I'm going to go. I'm just going to. My sewing box is on my work, so I just want to start at the edge somewhere, so it's a little bit easier. So I'm just going to just take those off as well. So what I'll probably do is use all this strand and then work on to another one. So I'm going to start here. Hopefully you can see, and I'm just going to go all the way around it in just a stacked straight stitch. I'm not going to be too precise. So there may be little gaps. But just going to go around. This will probably take quite a while because I'm going to do them both. I might do that one in a different one actually. I might do something else on that one. Maybe a feather stitch. I don't know, I'll see how feather stitch looks. I'm not sure. I'll see how much I like this first. But this is just like a little quiet job now, so I'm not going to do all of it obviously on camera because it's going to take too long and you'll get bored. So I will go away and do it and show you in the next one, my next video. But that's what I'm going to do. So that's going to go all the way around. So that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it's given you a little bit of ideas if you're looking for ideas, or you probably have your own ideas. So good luck with your project, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.